You look at my background and think, wow, this is messy. Well, it used to be worse. The story goes like this. My mind feels constantly on the go, so I would almost always choose the path of least resistance. Oh, there is a glass table here. Let's spray some hand sanitizer and clean my makeup brushes while I'm doing my makeup. And it's okay because the alcohol is killing bacteria. And when I tell you, I forgot to throw the tissues away somehow. Another instance is when I come back home and need to put my bag somewhere. I would naturally go left where I'm headed to my bed and where there is more space, and putting my bag on the table right beside me requires zero effort, while putting it in the cabinet where I made space for the bag requires not 3 but 5 or 6 steps of action. Too much. I also never really knew how to clean and organize stuff in general, and when I folded a bunch of clothes a few years back and showed it to a friend, she said it was messy, and I was like, really? I was genuinely confused. But it was true. My folded clothes somehow don't look as nice as when other people do it. It wasn't until I was in college and I had the privilege of choosing a single room that was small enough to be manageable for me. Since I lived alone, there were no interruptions or room sharing. I set out to learn how to live as a possibly ADHD person. After returning from college, though, I feel like these habits I developed dissolved, almost totally forgotten. Not only that, I was basically going through erratic, cyclic mood episodes of highs and lows where I either frantically and impulsively rearranged the room or leave a mess to pile up in it. It wasn't until about a year later, after returning from college, I decided to slowly change my room. Over the span of 1 month, I would gather clothes on one day, throw my old hunky bed on another, and rearrange the room on the next, among other things. In the last few days, I remembered an art print I bought that was just lost in the abyss right away. I was pretty sure it was somewhere in the piles of books and papers, but I wanted to make this fun.
Miss Hijabist.
This method eventually became a motivation and a major helper for finishing the process of cleaning 1 year or more of mess in 1 hour or more. Let's visit the clips, shall we?
Damn, sister. You live like
Welcome back to the channel where you can co-own either of these keychains. Just choose whichever one you like and claim it as your own.
Walls need repainting and the curtains need fixing, but today we're gonna focus on cleaning this in 90 minutes. Right off the bat, 30 minutes are deducted from the 1 hour and 30 minutes that I initially had because I already cleaned some parts of the room.
That part was a lie. I just wanted a full hour. Or that's actually setting real expectations and adjusting to them.
For safety reasons, I'm not going to include this hunky drawer in the challenge. Neither am I including cleaning the fan.
How are you guys feeling so far?
Oh shit, I'm bald.
It's time for the boss fight.
Wait. So...
I was nervous. My game plan was to throw away all the trash first from one section to another, like throwing away expired skincare products.
Trash, throw it away.
Besides that, I think I just winged it and set my mind to a simple goal.
Ow! The focus is on not tripping on anything while I'm walking.
Despite getting distracted and clueless, I cleaned on. With 38 minutes left, I looked at the untouched, seemingly unsurmountable mountain of mess and thought,
I recognize the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Instead of cleaning everything in 1 hour, I decided I will only have to clean at least 50% of the mess and find my art print. That is counted as mission success. With the executive decision made, I continued on by going through the pile to throw the trash until lo and behold, I found my art prints. I was feeling emotions because I was having a bad day and I discovered extra stickers that had uplifting messages. 10 minutes after, I found some old artwork I thought I would show you.
20 minutes, 30 seconds. Found some old art.
It's nice to look back before going on with the initial ordeal where I started to get bored. So I put on some music and started stacking the pile of books as I go, just neatening the area bit by bit. Towards the end of the 1 hour mark, I just stood and watched the time pass because I was fasting at the time, so I didn't have anything to eat or drink, and I was tired. From having the floor completely covered though, you can now see a clean patch. I took a break and continued the next night. Again, I started throwing trash away first, and the thing about being on a time limit is that it forced me to throw away things instead of contemplating the potential uses of it in the future. And we all know why I put potential in quotation marks. We never really end up using them. With even shorter time limits like 5 seconds, 5 minutes, and 7 minutes, it felt even more urgency, which made me make decisions faster. I also sorted which books were mine and which were not, proceeding to utilize this cabinet to store them away from sight temporarily. I plan to build a book storage of sorts. Hopefully it can be a future video, but for now, more empty patches of space. How exciting! And I started writing a song after all that cleaning. I think that my mind wanted to wind down the same way playing with a fidget toy the day before refreshed my mind. The next few days was a matter of putting all the small miscellaneous items to keep in one basket. I hated this part, so I put on some Sophia Nygaard
for someone else's
to
wardrobe.
get through it. After that, we started to see a clear path in front of the door, which was amazing because of what we had before this. That makes the end result something I should be more proud of. The next few patches of mess can be described with the word ugh. It looked like non-trash items that I can't just throw away when my mind doesn't know where to put or how to categorize them. But you know what? I said screw it, these bags, towel, and cloth will go to the laundry. Whatever is not mine, I drop it off to the others. The rest of the things, trash. This is the before and this is the after. Here comes the other side of the room I dreaded. I decided this time to just sweep it all to the center of the room and sort it there one by one, separating items that belong in the kitchen as I throw away trash, and I also had to put a timer to motivate me through this. I still had some minor non-trash items after that I don't know where to put. I started to see this pattern that I had to get over while cleaning. It was over compartmentalizing. That's why I just have these clothes on a bedside trolley. It's like all these clothes just go here for now, and that gets things moving instead of me being like,
oh, this isn't so dirty yet.
And then this is dirty.
So we put it in separate places. It just makes
More of a mess.
If the floor swept one more time, I mopped it. I love lavender scented floor cleaners, so I use that. After multiple cycles of choosing or making one section, throwing away the trash, sorting out things that don't belong in my room, and stacking groups of items that don't seem to belong together, I finally got what we have here. Sometimes I had to aid my motivation in decision making with a time limit and music. Other times, I just had to get over feeling FOMO of potential item uses, and for a little time, I had to get over compartmentalizing things like saying, oh, these are recent books, I want to put it on the desk, but I don't have space on the desk yet. So it just delays things in order to keep things moving. That's what you want to do, keep things moving. While cleaning, just sort them together. I have to give myself more recognition for this room transformation because the real actual before looked like this and the after looks like this. I cannot wait to transform this room even more. I already have problems. For example, the place my bed is, it's actually pretty warm. The aircon doesn't reach it, so I have to move things around. That's all for the video. Please like and subscribe to show your support and show that you enjoyed this video because I love making people feel entertained. I want to share stories too. I might make some videos about how to study and skincare related videos before I fully niche down because it's a passion of mine and I always want to share what I learned somewhere. Thank you for watching. Have a wholesome day. Bye.
Also, I made this video on Eid ul Fitri.